Yeah, you would like Platoon. It's kind of like
It's not
kind of
on HBO
it's
either.
kind of like Band of Brothers esque. It's like
Is it a
following. It's a
is
movie.
it a show?
It's a
A
movie.
movie? Okay.
Yeah, it's following like one major squad, kind of like how Band of Brothers does.
Yeah, 86.
Yeah, it's probably on Amazon. You can probably rent it for like $4 or something. But you'll recognize like all those major actors. They're pretty young in that movie, but they look the same. Little bounce on Spy here.
Oh, nice. It's free on Amazon.
There you go.
I'll watch that tonight.
My targets for Tesla. Let me take a look. Now that the OTS trail flipped, that would be the obvious target for the upside around 1098. That's actually a little worrying. That's the first time the OTS has flipped red since way back in June. Bearish targets would be the 50. We're about to get there, around 1,000. 50 moving average. And then you have the gap fill around 910. Those would be the obvious bearish targets. Yeah, right, Sean. I think I have seen that movie, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Hey, Hagars, what's going on? Madden, good to see you. Crypto looks bad. I think you're going back down to that bearish target that we talked about. The I keep forgetting what the level is. 45.7. You're almost there already. That's our bearish target. 45.7. If you don't bounce there, probably go back to like 41. Ethereum, you had a perfect range high sell here on the OTS trail. First target would be 4140-ish. Talked about that in the morning call. And then 4,000. VIX looks good. It was below 20 for a while. Now you're back above 21. I'm actually in some SPY puts. You guys are always asking me, like, why do you live trade on stream? If I would have streamed like 10 minutes early, you guys would have got a nice little live trade there. We took a SPY put on this 3-minute strategy signal here. Once you broke the VWAP and started pulling away, we took a SPY put for tomorrow. It's also partly or mainly for the CPI tomorrow. I want to hold these into the CPI. We're already up like 50%, maybe more now. I closed my broker. I don't want to see how much they're up because I don't want to close them before the end of the day. I want to hold them for the CPI tomorrow. I feel like the CPI is going to be pretty bad because the Biden admin, they were just doing a press briefing and they keep saying like, this is not reflected in the CPI. This is not reflected in the CPI. Like they're basically acting like the CPI is going to be fucking dog shit tomorrow. And they're trying to cope and tell us that it's not that bad. So I'm going to take some SPY puts for that and see how it plays out. Very small size. I only put like $500-600 into them. But hey, if we can get a little 100% gain, I'll take it. Not too bad. This is the time of the year when you want to lose all your trades. You don't want to win your trades because then you got to pay more taxes. That's why they give you the Santa rally right before the end of the year. So they can fucking rug you on taxes. All right, I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm gonna look at my broker real quick. I'm not gonna close them,
Do it.
but
Do it.
I want to see how much they're up already. Makes me feel good. They're up 70%. The 463s are up 100%. The ones that we were originally gonna take, but those are a little too degen. You still holding Frost? Close the broker, Frost. Yeah, exactly, Rusty. That's a funny way to say it. I'd totally be a millionaire, but I don't want to pay taxes. You know, I could make this life-changing trade, but I don't want to pay taxes. You're up 112%. Good shit. CPI is either gonna pay us or they're gonna rug us. I say I don't play earnings, but I'm playing things that are even worse than earnings. Fucking economic reports. I opened my door, so the echo might be a little better. When I close my office door, that's when you guys get the bad echo. I still need to get some more furniture in here, so make it a little better.
Speaking of furniture, I want to buy a bar.
Buy a what?
A bar, like somewhere to like hold bottles and wine glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you were talking about actually buying a bar like we were talking about yesterday.
No, no.
Fuck, those things are fucking expensive. Yeah, Rusty, I've always said that. I agree, man. I think shorting crypto is much easier than longing. It's easier, but it's not, how do I say this? You don't want to be shorting all the time. Like you don't want to be shorting more than you're longing. But when you're in shorts and like you have a decent entry, it is easier than longing. Like say you take a 70% strike rate short and you take a 70% win rate long. The 70% strike rate short is going to pay faster than the long because people panic sell much faster than they panic buy. So if all things are equal, you will make money quicker on shorts for the most part. But you still want to be longing more than you're shorting in crypto because crypto is just an up only market. All right, Frost, you really got to close your broker. These things are probably printing. I'm gonna check at I was gonna check at 401, but you can't do that because you can sell SPY puts at until 415. Might have to put a litter robot on fucking every floor of my house.
pants just shitting everywhere.
I'll put one right next to the fucking coffee table like those other idiots. My dad's here. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be outside for probably most of the stream. My dad's helping me fix something on the side of my house. Let me catch up with chat real quick. What's going on, Jacob? Spy looks nasty. Yeah, it's not looking too good. It's fucking cold outside, dude. Jesus.
People that were here yesterday are going to Washington D.C. and they were asking like what the weather was
Oh,
out
dude,
there.
it's
And he
gonna be
said,
freezing.
yeah, said it might be a little warmer, but it's not gonna be hot.
No, it's right. That's right by where I am. It's fucking cold. When are they coming up here?
Today, I think they're there now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 30 degrees.
Yeah, that's what it was here.
Yeah, it sucks. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. My dad was coming by the house to help me fix something. My dad's a contractor, so he knows how to fix all that shit. What are my thoughts on Crow? I like Crow long term. Short term, I don't really like anything in crypto right now because of the pullback on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But long term, like a couple years out, I think Crow is going to do really well. It's the same as any other exchange coin. They do very well long term. BNB, FTT. Shit, what are some other ones? Pretty much all of them do well. It's losing a daily pivot right now, so maybe pull back to the 50-day around 46. A little bit of support around 41. Flipping the OTS trail too, so a little weak there. Yeah, Bitcoin's getting slapped on the daily for sure. It's going to hit this target, I think. Our bearish target is 45.7. I think you're going to hit that pretty easily. Ethereum bearish target would be somewhere around 4,000. I think you're also going to get to that. Our SPY puts are about to be in the money. 467s, there you go, in the money. So now we just need a bad CPI and these things are going to print. Looks like it's trying to find a bottom here, so it might pull back a little bit into the close. You're going to long ES at 46.59. Where's that? It's pretty close, about 20 points. I don't have my monthly view up on. Where's it at? Here we go. Yeah, right here. So I would say that level should hold up as long as the CPI is not bad. If the CPI is really bad, it's probably going to nuke back down to the gap fill, which is around 458, 459, somewhere around there. We saw a little micro pullback doji yesterday, which you don't want to trade during the doji, but once you have confirmation on the next day, that will give you direction. And we're showing bearish direction here, so. Yeah, Nez, that's exactly what we were just talking about. That's why I took my puts, actually. Like Biden and his admin, they were just doing a press briefing today. They keep trying to say, like, this is not reflected in the CPI. This is not reflected. This is not reflected. Like, so they're implying that the CPI is very bad because all these things they keep naming are not included in the CPI right now. You know what I mean? So they're making it sound like the CPI is going to be a lot worse than they want it to be, which is why I took puts. The puts are only a hedge. Let me make that clear, guys. I'm not fucking throwing my whole account of puts. I bought like $500 to $600 worth of puts. Very, very small size. It's just a lotto. But it is enough size that it will make a decent profit if we do nuke on CPI tomorrow. Because we bought at the money, they will accrue value very quickly. So like, for example, they're already at 467 right now, so they're in the money, right? Because they expire tomorrow, they will lose all of their extrinsic value. So extrinsic value will be out the window by pretty much like 1, 2 o'clock. Even sooner, maybe like lunchtime. At that point, you only have intrinsic value, meaning they only have the value for how much they're in the money. So if this nukes down to like 463, 465, somewhere around there, they're going to be in the money $2 to $5. So they're going to be worth $2 to $5. I bought them for $1. You see what I'm saying? So if they go down to the gap fill, they're going to be up like 500%. How did I get my Bitcoin target? That is a fib retracement of the wick. So typically when Bitcoin puts in these long liquidation wicks, it likes to retest about 50% or the golden ratio, 618, of the wick. That is the 618, I believe. Oh, I got to do it this way. One sec. You have to do it backwards for wicks. Yeah, it's the 50% of the wick. So if you went down to the 618, it would be around 44.5. So that would be a target as well. Yeah, right, Agars. Tesla is one of the main reasons we're nuking today. It's down 6%. It's very heavily weighted. What is this HUM? This thing is ripping. Not a bad chart. Reclaim the 200, reclaim the pivot. Pretty nice bounce here. Break the downtrend. The weekly bulldog. CVS is still running too. It was running this morning. It had some news. We talked about it on the morning call. What was the news? Let me go check the channel real quick.
Vaccine news?
What was that?
Is it vaccine news?
No, it was earnings stuff. Revenue guidance, consensus. Oh, they're increasing their dividend 10%, and they authorized a $10 billion share repurchase program. If only I took those fucking leaps for 2023 and not 2022. Those things would be printing. At the end of 2020, we took leaps for 2021. They were like $95 leaps, I think they were. They were some ridiculous number. But they expired. The breakout took too long. Little bear flag coming in here on SPY 1 minute. Q's is back to its 200 EMA on the 30 minute. 394. SPY is pretty far away. 460, 350 would be the 200. So this is going to be the major support tomorrow. And then if we break that, you're looking for a gap fill. If it goes for a gap fill, that would be pretty brutal. It's going to be about a 2% drop. Which very well could happen if the CPI is horrible. If the CPI is good or less than expected, we're probably just going to go straight up. Pretty nice buy pressure so far. Back above the 50 moving average on the 1 minutes. Fine cues. It's taking our puts out of the money. So we've already broken this little downward impulse. We broke the 618. But this major impulse from the high, we have not broken. There's a 50% and 618 right there. So it needs to get back above 468 for this to be a pretty bullish bounce. Possible short squeeze on Blink. Let me take a look. No, so I don't really see. The first thing with short squeezes, well, obviously first you need a big short float. The second thing is the chart needs to be nearing an area where shorts would have to get stopped out. And we're not anywhere near an area where shorts would be getting stopped out. Like this has been selling off quite rapidly. For this to start squeezing, it would have to really get above like 48. Short term, you could squeeze like maybe above 38. And yes, this is a pretty massive move in order to get to the potential short squeeze. It's like a 50% move. So you could have a nice little impulse on the way there. But to see like a massive short squeeze like we've seen on like the meme companies, or you take Avis Budget Group, Car. Like why did Car short squeeze? Obviously because earnings were stupid good. But besides that, we were breaking out of like massive long-term resistance. So there was no shot any short in the history of Car was going to survive. Like if you zoom out on Car, all of these shorts in the history of the entire company were getting fucking rugged. That's why it squeezed so easily. Because it was breaking major resistance levels where people would be putting their short stop losses, right? So going back to, what was it, Blink? Even on a weekly chart, we're not really in a territory where we would be stopping out major shorts. It looks like around 45 to 48, what we were talking about earlier, that would be a major level because you have a lot of shorts up here, a lot of shorts up here, a lot of shorts up here, even probably some back here, right? So there's like a lot of resistance around that 40 to 48 range. So once you start consistently staying above 40 to 48, those shorts are getting really fucking scared. Yeah, in the meantime, that is a pretty big potential, but this is like this area in between here and here it could have a nice move, but it's not technically going to be a short squeeze. It's not going to squeeze these shorts. It looks like this pivot is like the line in the sand. If we break that pivot and hold, the shorts are going to start getting wrecked. Around 46. Yeah, first thing you want to look for is short float. Second thing you want to look for is technically where are people putting their stops. And then third thing would be like days to cover. Typically when you have like a 30% short float, it's going to be anywhere from like 6 to 15 days to cover. That means how many days of relative volume will it take to cover the shorts? It's a metric that doesn't really matter too much because it's not actually going to take 15 days to short squeeze, because when it starts squeezing, the volume is going to be way higher than relative. So it's only basing it on relative volume. But it does give you a good idea of, based on our volume now, how many days of this volume would we need to start squeezing? Buys bouncing a little bit. Maybe the last trap before the horrible PCI or CPI. Yeah, OVO, Bitcoin, and Ethereum look pretty bad. Okay, here's the first major level on this downtrend. It's already giving a little bit of resistance. This would be the 50% retracement of the impulse. That's if we're taking the entire impulse, obviously. You there, Sticky?
Yo, what's up?
I took some SPY lotto puts, and if they hit, I'm going to buy a litter robot just for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. You got a referral code?
No, but it's like probably the best purchase you'll make. You'll know it's a good purchase after you spend like a month cleaning up cat litter.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get one, but my girlfriend would probably fucking murder
Just
me.
buy an ordinary litter box, use it for like a month, and then when you buy the robot one, you'll appreciate it even more.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. If you started out with the robot, you wouldn't really understand.
Yeah.
You'd be
Dicky's probably
surprised how
got
much
paid
cats
off.
shit and piss.
Did you see that link I sent you this morning? I know you were sleeping. I'll resend it to you. Let me see if I can find it. I found this website for like bougie ass fucking cat stuff, and I was thinking it's kind of your style. Here you go. They got this really nice fucking like little sphere that they can chill in. It's like $400 or something.
Did you guys are all like crazy cat ladies now?
Yeah. No, I want to get a dog eventually. The cats that we're getting, we wanted to make sure they were good with dogs because I want to eventually get a dog again. I'm gonna wait for my girlfriend's dog to pass though because she's really old. She's like 13.
Yeah, that's smart. It's not good to bring a dog in.
Not a
New
fucking
dog.
new dog for a 13-year-old, you mean?
Yeah.
All the breeders in my area are on like a 2-year wait list. It's fucking ridiculous.
For cats?
4 dogs.
A 2-year wait list? Jesus.
Yeah, like the good Frenchie breeders, 2-year wait list. I was looking at Shiba's 2-year wait list.
You guys watching a fucking K-drama?
Now I got Band of Brothers in the background.
Oh, that's funny. Definitely not K-drama.
You guys playing Halo?
I'm not, but you guys keep fucking telling me about it. I'm gonna have to get into it.
Download it, Deja.
I was a fucking Halo fiend when I was like 13.
You been playing Sticky?
He's too involved in Band of Brothers. Too many explosions going off. It's weird. You'll probably see it when you go to watch Platoon. But when you watch old movies, they don't have support for surround sound. If you have a surround sound system, it sounds completely different.
I don't have. I only have the what's it called? The bar, sound bar. I don't have like any speakers behind me or anything.
Oh, I gotcha. Because I was watching Sopranos, and like the very first season of Sopranos, it's so old they don't have support for surround sound. And I was like, "What the fuck's going on with my sound?" And it was only coming out of the sound bar.
Thinking something's like fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sticky was playing Halo. I thought just time.
I'm thinking about getting it.
Oh,
What's
you don't
the,
have it yet?
No,
Isn't it?
I just want to play the campaign.
Yeah, isn't it 4-player ranked? What are the
Yes.
teams? 4 or 5? It's 4, right? Yeah.
4. Yeah, 4.
So we can have a fucking OTG, me, you, Dime, and Sticky,
Yeah.
and carry Dime into oblivion. He probably sucks. Look at that nuke. Ooh. Oh, he's nuking. I probably made all you guys in stream look at your monitors. I'm watching a 1-minute chart. That nuke was like 0.3%. Sorry, not even 0.03%.
You guys should download that shit right now.
How big is it?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't take that long.
Because I have a new hard drive. I can just put it on there.
It's a good game though. I like it a lot. I just love how it has like a ranked compared to like Call of Duty that doesn't.
Well, they're known for having like one of the best rank systems in all of gaming. Like Halo 3 and Halo 2 were fantastic.
It just sucks playing ranked by yourself because if you get stuck with a shit team, it's so like team dependent.
Oh, you're fucked, yeah.
But what's nice about it is that their rating, it relies heavily on like individual play as well. So even if you lose, if you're like still at the top of the team and you're like playing objective and you have a lot of points, you won't lose that many points.
Yeah, that's how it was
Or any
back in
at
the
all.
day. I haven't played a Halo since I was fucking in high school. I was gonna ask Frost where's he's at on those puts, but he's not in here. Took his profit and went on vacation. We're up 70% on ours. Go big or go home. We're not taking 70%. We're waiting for the CPI. %70 doesn't even pay for taxes. I was watching some people play the new Halo though. The movement looks really good.
It is.
because they have like the old school Halo 2, Halo 3 movement, but then they added in the newer Halos where you can like do the slide and you can kind of like sprint a little bit. So it's like a little faster than the old school games.
This one you could slide and sprint.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, like you have the old school movement with a few of the newer things.
Yeah, like I haven't played Halo since Halo 2, and this one feels like identical to it.
Yeah, yeah. 2 and 3 were the big ones that I played. I never played any of those ones that were in between, like the what were they?
Reach and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I didn't play those. What are my thoughts on CPI? I think they're gonna be. I think it's gonna be bad because the way the Biden administration is coping and saying that all these things are not being reflected in the CPI tomorrow, it sounds like they're preparing for the worst. So I'm assuming it's going to be bad. You would think that it would help crypto go up, but I think if it's really bad and it makes the markets go down, crypto is going to follow the overall markets. I'm not saying we nuke. I'm just saying, like, if it's really bad and SPY has a bad reaction, it's going to go back to the gap fill, maybe around like 463. We might lose like 3 or 4 points. I'm not calling for like a fucking 10 or 20 point nuke. The gap fill at this point is 8 points away. That's like the lowest target I think it's going to achieve. If it goes below that, the CPI must be really bad. It can't be that bad though. Let me pull up something on the calendar because it shows you how the last CPIs were. Let me see. Yeah, so the CPI in November was 0.9%. They were forecasting 0.6. So it was pretty fucking high. October was 0.4. They were forecasting 0.3. So about even. September was actually down 0.3 to 0.4. So October, September, August, they were all about what they were expecting. But then you had November, it was 50% higher than they were expecting. Well, I guess that would be October because it's 1 month late. Now we're about to get November's tomorrow. But yeah, the last one that came out was 50% higher than expected. So it's not too good. Okay, here we go. We're hitting the first trigger. If it can break this trigger here. Oh, never mind. That's the close of the market. If this wasn't the close, you're looking for a break of 466 into 465.40 and then 465 and a quarter. All right, now that the market's closed, let's take a look at how our puts did. They're up nearly 100%. We bought them for about $1. They're at $1.94. Not bad. Actually, hold on. I think I'm reading the wrong ones. They are at, no, $1.94. Never mind. Alrighty. Let's fucking wait and see what happens tomorrow. Bad CPI, we get paid. Good CPI, we lose all of our profit. But I'm going to call it a stream on that, guys. If you guys are in the stream, if you want to check out the morning call tomorrow, come by at 9 a.m. We've been doing a morning call all week. I'm going to be doing it next week as well, so make sure to stop by for that. For you guys that have not attended one of my morning calls, what we do is we talk about ES and NASDAQ. We go over some the most important levels for the day. We talk about kind of where it's testing, where you should target, stuff like that. After that, we go over Bitcoin and Ethereum. Same thing. We talk about the most important levels for the day, what the overall picture is. After that, we go into the news that happened either the same day or the day before. So like upgrades, downgrades, big headlines, that sort of thing, economic reports. Yeah. And then we talk about some sector analysis. We see what sectors are outperforming or underperforming. and then we look at some scanners and see if there's anything moving pre-market that we didn't cover on the news. But if you guys want to check that out, make sure to stop by at 9 a.m. And then I'll have my normal stream at 3 p.m. Eastern. And all the time in between will be in Discord for the live trading. But all right, guys, you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Peace out.